recording them.
Oh yeah, Dragon. I do have these games recorded, but it's mostly just for note taking.
Yeah, archiving
Okay,
purposes.
almost entirely.
Yeah.
It's basically for note taking.
In case everyone forgets what the fuck we're doing, we just checked the last video.
Yeah. So in the last report of adventures, you had arrived in the. Okay, where are you? There you are. You arrived in the city of. Yeah, what is it? Samobna, and managed to get an update on some recent uh, events that have been occurring there as of while traveling and gathering certain materials. You woke up to a roar that well everyone on the in Erether, as far as you know, heard the let's see here. Oh yeah, a demon cult of Grotst, from what it sounds like, may very well be involved with a retrieval or capture of your key artifact that your party has been looking for, and yeah, you guys just took the day to I think yeah, shop and gather supplies for your journey to Narwhal's Wake, a a lake near Samobna that where the cult was last seen. After that, the adventure continues.
Out of character, remind me what our history with Cult of Kratz again?
Apparently, they may or may not have something to do with your character's sister. Uh, Grotz is the demon lord of debauchery and excess, and yeah, and pleasure and
Well,
excess.
basically, Flanesh.
It basically Slanesh but male. Like definitively has been in lore described as male.
Right. And aren't they the ones with those weird guns?
No, that is the cult of Caliber.
Yeah.
Right,
They're
okay.
it's the ones you pissed off. They're specifically their god. Grotz just doesn't care.
Correction,
Finds you
you guys pissed them off.
entertaining.
The Arlai didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything either.
yeah. It's well, sure. Let's go with that.
Quite special.
Look, you keep on
You,
saying we pissed them off. I'm sorry. Just like.
you're the rest of you are guilty by association as far as they're concerned.
All we did was stand there. That's it. Not like we
Okay,
spit on their shoes. It's not like we broke their jaw. What the fuck?
Alex, don't you know just standing there is the worst crime of all?
just standing there doing nothing.
Actually, correction. I didn't just stand there. I helped them get. I offered them a drink. That's literally the opposite of being mean.
Yeah, okay. You're not in the on her shit list, right? It's Nina, or not Vera, it's Vera and Gallifrey.
Hang on.
Let's see, and yeah,
Alright, Gallifrey told her to kiss his grits. Never mind.
Hang on, I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Okay. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
And Norlight, you're okay.
For now.
You're not good, but you're not bad. Like you associate with these people, but you make some good mead, so that balances it out.
I'm so glad I discovered a way to be able to get anyone drunk, because apparently that if the god if Calvus shows back up, I'm just gonna make a special concoction that'll just knock her out for Eon until firearms are more stable.
Well, bold of you to assume she won't just send in another of her, another possessed cultist.
The hopes are just maybe just getting her happy drunk. Is just all I'm shooting for now. It's just like let's just get her happy enough where she forgets.
Just get her slightly tipsy. Just get her out of the house. Let her walk out.
Don't
The
we
cops
just get
have
her
to deal
laid?
with her for the moment till she goes ballistic. Pun intended.
Yeah.
I ask, be like, why don't we just get her laid?
Look, Caliber has. It's got some lore, okay? Anyways, focus back on track. Alistair, or not Alistair, Gallifrey is currently
Taking a nap.
taking a nap. Norlai is.
Trying to make a drinkable version of oil of sharpness.
And Vera is.
Presently trying to make herself gain as much of a powerful as possible so when we confront the cultists.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay. Okay, we'll start with Norlai.
Yeah.
Make for me a brew supplies check.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is a particularly really messy thing if you were to mess it up.
37.
Christ.
Gotta love the wisdom wings. Freaking my wisdom's capped out at 30. It's like, of course I'm gonna freaking brew this.
Yeah, because you picked up a bunch of rings.
Yeah.
By the way, out of character, if I do fall asleep on you guys, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It's one of those days.
Yeah.
Now, let's see here. Okay. So you managed to succeed in, at the very least, making a prototype. It works somewhat. It tastes kind of weird. It's got like this very not exactly tart, but kind of bittery, sour aftertaste.
Very sour aftertaste. I'm trying to think how I could counteract this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That being said, the potion works. It only lasts a minute, but it works. So, at the very least, unarmed strikes should be a bit more potent.
Alright. Until I can refine the face and make it so it lasts as long as the standard. Oh no, wait, yeah, it normally lasts for an hour, so I gotta just
Yeah,
figure out how to make it
this is
work properly.
considering it's in the potion form and it's not intended to, it's the best you can do at the moment. But for the future, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Now, all right, armored.
He somehow set up a hammock.
Mm. Easy enough to do. Granted, your current place of your the inn that your party has or not the inn itself, but the room your party has rented. And let's see. All right, yeah. And meanwhile, while you're all doing your thing, Dragon.
And I know I'm trying my best to move as fast as I can. There's a lot
Oh
of
no no
stuff.
no no! It's okay. This won't require
Yeah,
any rolls. Just be your character
yeah.
stuff. Introduction.
Essentially, all you have to worry about is role playing. That's about it right now. That's
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's not going to be any combat or roll or skill checks this session.
My whole thing was I just set up a fucking hammock. Don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, you've been everyone has been shocked when you in while you're trying to visit the village off Norwal's Lake in Samobna. It's, I mean, understandable. I mean, as for from what you've heard, trying to contact their guild, every other oh, subsidiary of your guild internationally has heard it. So the reason, having the guards keeping everyone not indoors, but in the city walls until they can figure out what's going on is understandable. But I mean, you still have a place to be. They haven't. Well, you have you have your reasons.
Hmm.
Guild has afforded to pay to set you up in a room for as long as need be in Smobna,
Yeah.
and you're informed that yeah, that at the very least they're letting people out when they know what's going on, when they get any piece of information. Which, considering how remote the area is compared to most other countries, or the city is in Erether, compared to most other countries, it may take a bit. So maybe a week, maybe more than a week. Which, fortunately, your guild will be set, as they mentioned, would be able to handle. They do recommend, though, if you wish to leave at any point, they can arrange for. Well, basically, if you manage to find a group of people who are well prepared enough to get you out of the city, well, guards won't exactly try to intervene you if you, in exchange for, some extra food just in case, or some other such uh, niceties they may not necessarily need, but may want.
Hmm. I see. I see.
Alright, so
Why do I
as
see
you're. Hmm?
my? Okay, let us through, and I won't give you a headache.
No. Now let's see. Alright, so as you've been given the keys, you do, what exactly, due to your connections with the guild, you do have the ability to essentially post jobs requesting people. Essentially able to hire. Oh, come on, that's a bit rude.
No, that's what he is doing.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding. Due to your guild's connections, you're able to hire people for specific jobs. Though, of course, the more dangerous it is, the more expensive it will be. The guild has allotted you some money to cover that. But anything further will have to be, well, you'd have to send in a messenger pigeon, and well, they responded by sending a messenger pseudo dragon, so stands to reason it may take a while. Fortunately, again, time is a commodity you have plenty of. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to reside in your room for the night, or would you like to look around and maybe see about setting up a job posting for this assignment? Dragon.
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of
All right.
Not used to multitasking. Or
I'm just trying to do my best to get finish up all like the
yeah.
like adjusting like because I'm on the ability score increase and feast right now, so I'm kind of just trying to see what I want to do most with that. So um, I guess for now I'm like I'll just try that character most would just try to figure out what exactly is going on in the guild and why you know why the guards aren't allowing us to go tra- traveling to in the streets as my character currently is just trying to wondering if his guild members are okay.
Yeah. You'll. All right. So with for specifically that, make for me an Arcana check. As for this, you are using a well, not exactly a messenger sending stone, but well, basically a sending stone. Except it has unlimited usage. The trade-off is you basically have to roll d20 to determine the connection stability. Just a roll straight d20.
Just all right. I'll just roll.
Yeah, my bad, I
I'll
misspoke.
try to. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like remember what was the. Uh,
Left
it
hand
was like
side.
it's like R slash one D20.
Yeah, or you can go to the left hand side next to next to the row of icons above the
Well, it just
custom
I'm
one.
kind of in the. I'm still in like the trying to like
Oh,
adjust
okay.
stats right now, so I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay, understandable. Yeah, slash R. Yeah, slash R 1d20.
Yeah.
Space 1d20. Yeah.
wait, it's slash R, not R slash.
The alternative is if you just copy and paste this and put that in chat, it should automatically roll a 20. Like anything that you put in double brackets, if you put it into like and then put a
All right,
dice, it'll roll.
I'll use that for now.
Yeah.
All right. 5.
Yep, yep. I guess that's not gonna help.
Let's see. Yeah, as you send out the message, you do receive a reply. It's uh, basically what you read is speak to the may and or mayor, and it's just let's see, speak to the mayor. And it just ends there, as the rest is sort of warped gobbledygook, basically, just nonsensical sounds. There's
Hey.
like bubbles popping and sounds of water splashing. It's hard to really make out any words after that.
Well, this does not make me feel better. Hmm.
All right. Momo. Okay, she appears to be
Yeah?
away. That's. Oh yeah, there you are. Okay, so what is Vera doing?
Circle back around to me.
Okay. In that case, back to Dragon. Dragon, you're
Oh,
so you.
is it only the two of us?
No,
Right now,
no, you were literally the last person.
Yeah, I already did my thing, man. Are you not listening? You're not paying
Oh
attention?
yeah.
Oh, I had to go away for a minute because family issues.
Okay. Yeah, that was what I
Understand.
was like. I was like,
Understand.
There's some slack there.
all I'm doing is giving tough shit. That's it. That's all I did.
Hmm. Now, yeah. So, Dragon. So, Dragon. Would you like to describe your character's physical appearance?
Uh, well, I guess nothing, significantly. Well, beyond on the fact that it's a kobold acting as a murder, nothing of significance would, and so that it iron perhaps maybe it's maybe a bit of a more formal of a merchant wear, say like wearing suit and vest, fine pants, and some weirdly enough of shoes for digitigrade feet, something you almost would never see on on any kobold. And by the looks, hey, you see wearing a fine bowler hat. So all this would imply that he is someone who is been raised by high class, but really he just tries to make himself look best to sell his products.
But I will warn you, I will need to roll a wisdom save once my character meets him, in case I want to hug him.
Hmm.
Hmm. That
And due
is.
to the fact that there is a bowler hat, I will be rolling at disadvantage.
Seems
Oh
very
God.
specific. That seems very specific, but let's just continue.
Very specific indeed.
Do you see about? Do you look into speaking to the mayor,
Uh, oh, is this still me? I'm sorry.
or do you
I'm
want
trying
to
to.
find an alternative way? That might be a bit, or that might be just yeah, be a bit different or potentially safer.
I guess I would. I guess I could try like a ask in the mayor. Excuse me, my good fellow. I know this is a rather emergency situation, but I quite do need to ask you if there's also a way I can get my guild. I have not received word of my my guild in quite some time, and any attempts of communication have only been met with with mere gibberish. You think you can make one exception, and with any possible chance of my offered goods or whatever type of work you might need?
The as you obviously do this as you go through the proper channels and all that and meet face to face with the mayor. You do. He sort of asks which or if, what sort of trades do you have to offer? Like food, water, potion. They're not certainly not lacking in water, as he gestures outside to the snow.
Oh my good sir, er, I I'm a potions. I do some of the finest potions available land at prices that could easily beat any large name competitors. Yes, I provide like healings in potions, potions that cure illnesses. Is whatever you might need. I'm willing to provide if it could give me access to my guild.
He sort of looks you up and down a bit. Where exactly are you going? I'm sorry. My assistant did not tell me exactly where you she's we're dealing with many issues and havoc.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat it? That it's
Oh, sorry,
it's
right. The accent. He asked you at the. He says that if you could tell him where you're going, he might consider it. He hasn't heard because probably because his receptionist has been busy with other things since that roar occurred.
oh. It's just a local apothecary. He shop down in in town center. One that's run by by a family local family shop up right by the the food bazaar. Nothing nothing says as healing like both of the body and stomach.
Yes, but if that were inside the city limits, then that wouldn't be a problem. Where exactly it? So it must be outside the city limits. We can arrange some transport. We just need a location.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, T, but it's kind of hard to like be put on the spot while also trying to like get it finish like adjusting.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Admittedly, Anthony, you did put a lot.
I take it you tell them that you're going to the village off Narwhal's Lake. And she says, I might consider it. I'm sending some people from another guild who are seeing what has been occurring with the silence as well. It hasn't just been your guild members that have been quiet. Our supply route to there for fishing goods in exchange for, well, lumber, has been has been quite silent as of recent. Normally, we'd assume this is the cause of wildlife or the tundra, but at the very least, we'd get something familiar or messenger pigeon, even saying that they would be running a bit late or busy. They've been silent for about 3 weeks. Well, if you're willing to aid, there's a trio of mercenaries who are on their way there. Should they require anything of you, then I'm sure they'd be more. I'm sure you'd be more than willing to apply your trade if there is, something vying over there.
oh it's I believe that that'll be is best is sorry, I'm trying to like remember to
Alright,
keep the accent while trying to speak at the same time. It's hard.
you're good. You're good.
Well,
I'll
that sounds great, my good sir. Thank you very much. I'll take. I promise you as mine, you you like any other member my family that this kindness will not go to waste. And he just takes a like a humble like a bow as he just shows his gratitude for the arrangements.
Hmm. Very well. I'll see about getting you acquainted with them soon. In the meantime, stay indoors, stay nearby, and rest. I have a
Uh,
feeling that the coming trials and tribulations will not get any easier.
uh, Sounds good to me. I shall now take my leave. Eve, Eve, have a good afternoon, you mayor.
Right.
As he just simply just takes it as soon as he exits of his says and returns to his room.
Hmm. All right. Momo.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. What is Vera doing? So Vera is currently doing what exactly again? I'm so sorry.
Well, I hadn't said yet. Um, so as I recall, one of our number had some chains from a chain devil, right?
No, I believe it was chains. Yeah, just chains. Magical chains. Yeah. From
Yeah,
a
because from a devil, yeah. And I figure that if it's chains thrown from a devil with chains, I guess there could be more devils with chains than a chain devil, but anyways, um, I would like to borrow one or two of the chains to do some investigation on them.
All right. I believe they're in Galfrey's or not Galfrey's. Yeah, Norali's inventory. So Alex is Norali willing to part with a chain.
I
Link.
already parted with some of the chain and gave some to them. Unless you burned through them already.
No, no, you said that you wanted to run some tests on them to make sure that they weren't cursed before doing that.
Yeah, which he did.
I think we already did that, right?
Yeah, you did so. Well, we'll say you did so, and you got the results back, saying they're. I mean, they're still a bit diabolical in origin, but I mean, aside from that, it won't it won't curse you or anything, or
Alright.
it'll it's just diabolical magic.
Alright, as long as you don't create like something diabolical with these chains, fine, I'll part with a singular one. Alright, I'm down to 20 now. Because I had
All right,
21.
all right, and Mama, what will Vera exactly do with this chain link?
Sorry, 1 second.
Understood. Yeah, sorry about the slowness. It is like this sometimes. Not all the time, but not all the times, but sometimes. So, how have you guys' week been?
It's been. I can't complain, honestly.
It's been alright. I've been trying to stream on Twitch.
Hey, on you.
Yeah. Trying be the key word. I only seem to get one person, but no follows.
I would have been on, but I was dealing with. Okay, do you know what a divot box is?
No clue.
These are boxes that contain spirits.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that a while ago. That's right. My brain was like, eh.
Apparently, two dumbasses decided, hey, you know what? Let's sell them at a garage sale. Because that's a smart idea.
I really hope they didn't. 'Cause then that would give me less of
They
a
sold
headache.
them at a garage. They sold two at a garage sale.
What, did you buy one by accident?
No, we bought them on purpose.
Ah, to get them out of there.
Yeah, so that way nobody else would get them. Yeah.
Because I highly doubt anyone wants to deal with a banshee, apparently.
I mean, for those who if somebody you know the saying, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. What do they say when life gives you a banshee?
You make a haunted house?
Pray you're not part of the clan it's a part of.
Okay, right. So, okay, brings that back up. Momo, are you there?
Or pray that you're deaf.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sophia,
So,
Sophia is going to examine the chains and see if she can detect any similarities in the magic between it and the musket. The rifle, sorry.
all right. And so, how exactly are you? So, how are you doing? Are you just placing it up against the barrel, putting against, like the front post, the stock, seeing how it interacts with the bolt?
I'm sort of a side-by-side comparison, and then just proceeding from there to just like wrapping it around it.
All right. Roll for me an investigation check.
Okey-dokes. Did we ever describe our characters to the new guy?
Uh, not quite, but that's
I
something
will
that'll be
describe
done
him when
when
he
you
meets
met.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
saving that for
okay.
when he actually meets our characters.
Okay, investigation. Let's double check that there's no abilities I can use because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. Um. Yeah, here we go. Hang on.
All right.
So, if you'll recall, a while ago, quite a while ago, Vera, May, asked, God, what's the name of the guy with the Anubis head armor again? The, the spirit guy?
Cool. Yeah.
Asbul?
Abdul.
Asbul?
Abdu.
Yeah. Yeah. She used Abdul's with Abdul's help. She reached out and actually forged a very small connection with that certain mouse here. It's been a long time. Anyways, and he helped, and that certain mouseful hero, the spirit of it, granted her basically a lesser bargain, a chain of starlight, basically advantage on this telepathy check. So she basically unveils the chain of starlight from her cape and sort of touches it and sort of wraps it around both of them to gain advantage.
Okay. All right.
Not entirely sure how the majority of this works in lore, but whatever.
All right.
Yeah, just advantage. What's the gauge?
Hmm.
28. Good thing I did that.
Yeah, you. How do I put this? Using the diabolical chain to and sort of attaching it to your boon, it has this very odd effect in that it's how do I put this? Have you ever tried to put two magnets of the same polarity towards each other and they just like push away?
Yeah?
It's similar to that. You when you're as you're trying to push it, it's like actively trying to fight against you. But
I remember many lazy summer days carrying two magnets and just trying to get those poles to touch.
yeah,
I'm actually not joking, by the way.
same here. Neither am I.
Same.
I remember those days. Good days. That being said, you it's difficult. But as you do, you eventually do find a way to get sort of weakness in their polarity and manage to just quickly connect them. And when you do so, chain doesn't exactly it doesn't explode, which is good. It just feels weird, it tingles a bit. For clarification,
Good, it's
nothing bad
slightly
happens,
disappointing.
but yeah, nothing bad happens. Just feels weird. All right.
Okay. And how does this interact with the with the gun?
As you use that and you know try to wrap the chain, it's 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 very slick, the emotion, as you just quickly secure the chain around the bottom of the front post, not the front post, the front guard, the front foregrip, and the buttstock, as where there once were was not, there are now links, or not links, chain. There's sort of hooks, almost welcoming it, onto the weapon. It,
I suspected as much.
yeah, but at least that's and that's fine at first. It's actually quite good. A chain, uh, a chain sling. I mean, it's not going to be comfortable, but you're wearing armor, and at the very least, you don't have to worry about. Okay, you may have to worry about something pulling it, yanking it off, but not a lot. You have less to worry about.
Yeah, honestly, if a simple sling is all it is, then I'm just going to take it off. But I suspect it's not.
Yeah, that you'd be correct. As you then see the diabolical chain meld, almost like phase into the rifle itself. Sort of almost as if the singular link has a mind of its own. Sort of immediately clicks onto the side of the barrel and just sinks in.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry to like interrupt, but I just let you know I finally finished like up adjusting my character up to current earned level, and I was good. Like take be back in a few. I just need a minute. make something for dinner.
Oh.
Just something
Yeah,
to be
you're
quick
good.
and
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
I understand.
Go make food. Go.
Yes, please take care of yourself.
It's good.
It was very good.
Indeed.
As you sort of apply, as you see this, make for me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this magical?
I will say yes, this is magical.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way it's not magical. Wisdom, you said,
Oh no,
right?
yeah, wisdom save, yeah.
Yeah, 20.
29. You manage to maintain your senses. It doesn't. The yank of your consciousness through the rifle isn't as immediate. You're able to control it. As you have two choices. You can either follow what the gun is what Wrath is willing to have you do, or you can modify it by as he sort of tries to raise the rifle towards the nearest window.
Um, hang on. Hi, Lily. Sorry, dog came in. What's it trying to do?
It appears to be pointing the barrel out the window of of the inn you're residing in.
Like the gun's trying to aim at something or someone.
Yeah.
Is it trying to, does it look like it's trying to point at anything that could be hurt? Anyone that could be hurt?
At your angle, you're not entirely sure. It is pointing outside. It could. There are houses outside that it could easily aim towards, but at the moment, as you have a semblance of a moment of control, you can steer it towards. You can modify what it's doing a bit.
I'm just going to do my best to make sure it's not actually pointing at anyone. I don't want it to go off and hurt anyone.
Yeah. As you do, you quickly pull back the bolt. Pull back the bolt, ejecting a rifle round, and eject the uh, and uh, eject the magazine, or not eject, and pop out the rest of the rounds out of the rotating cylinder, and making it unloaded and therefore not dangerous to anybody on the receiving end of the barrel.
Yeah.
And as you do, the sights immediately aim, and your vision intensifies. You're able to see past the window, past the doors, not past, but between the cracks in the door, cracks in through a window, through cracks in a wall, into a singular fine point. As you see, let me just pull them up again. Pardon me, this is. As you find yourself staring down the barrel, or staring down the sights, and looking into the face of Baylor Stanstrid, the acting, the acting leader of the cult of Grotst, and well, you're from you recall reason your one of your best friends die. You're the sheriff. You're being taught under the wing of, proverbially speaking.
Commander, oh yeah, the dog man?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yeah, he killed the guy who killed him?
yes. Indirectly, but yes.
And the rifle's pointing directly at him?
Yes. But the thing is,
Okay.
there's no, how to put this. Your sight, you're able to see through it, but you're able to somewhat and see him, but you're somewhat able to see around him, as if scrying on something, as if scrying on them. You see around him what appears to be a trio of cultists in robes, and all of them, all three of them, wielding some form of weaponry: a trident, a knife, or a spear, or even a sword, slung on one of their shoulder, or slung over one of their, or yeah, slung over one of their shoulders. As you do hear something, you hear him say, "All right," and you manage to get them, and you manage to get, and you managed. Did you manage to get it? Sorry, you were saying, Mama?
I was saying I'm beginning to a little bit regret unloading it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And you sort of look at he sort of stares eagerly at the cultist in the middle. Well, kind of. We managed to get the knowledge of what's in there out. As no, yeah, I know what you mean, but did you get the key, or that whatever, that sliver of metal, that hunk of junk? No. We don't. As he as he sort of slumps down into a very squeamish form. Hmm. I'm not very happy about that. Not very happy about that indeed. But you did manage to come back alive, and if, well, you failed at even simplest of tasks, like coming back alive, then I honestly can't blame you for. I can at least give you points from that. But it doesn't mean I won't be. I'm exactly happy about it either. Make sure you just next time you try harder, okay, kid? As he sort of looks past him and waves his hand. Your superiors will take care of you. Just make sure. You too, though. Stay here. I do need to talk to you about something else entirely. As the middle guy just sort of relaxes, uh, looks over his shoulder, and moves towards that direction. The other two just sort of look at the situation and back at him. All right, so I have good news for you. And maybe some bad news. How attached were you to that guy? Anyway, he's okay. One of them says, "Yeah, he helped me survive, but I mean, not really. Not gonna, not gonna, name my kid after him. Great, great, great. Yeah, don't forget he even exists. Okay, just for the moment. I have good news. You two, congratulations on the promotion. Yeah. Bad news, I guess, kind of. Your former boss, the guy there, yeah, as he does a cutting motion using his thumb across his neck. Oh, what? Well, because he couldn't lead well enough. But what? What else he said? You managed to at least get some scrapings, some what would you call them? Charcoal rubbings. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But he didn't get it. He only brought back intel, nothing physical. You guys already knew of that as well. What he said. Yeah, kind of did, but needed him to corroborate. Corroborate, corroborate. Listen, we're not a military. We're not a guild. We're a family. We don't have a reason to not trust what you say. And even if it turns out to be some work of an illusion or enchantment, well, we can't entirely blame you. Like, it's something somebody did to you. It's not of no fault of your own. Oh, yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. Now, how's our guest? The one you managed to get out. You mean the girl? Yeah. The girl, was it? Said it was like a mouse folk or something? Yeah. Some uh, older looking, no armor or anything like that. Just robes. Not even. Well, eyes are completely shut. Yeah, but you managed to bring back her. What was it? The way you described it is like it was inside of the ice. Like, oh no, it wasn't ice. Oh, okay, no, it was like a rock, transparent rock. Oh, you mean like yeah, gem. Oh, I think I know what's going on with that. I think I got a way to make use of that. Congratulations on your promotion. Make sure to you're free to go. Just make sure to learn from your former superior. Okay, don't make the same mistake they did. As they sort of cautiously turn around, you hear a very muffled scream from underneath them. I again don't remember. Learn from their failures. Don't repeat them. You don't want to let the family down, right? And as that he says that, your vision shifts back, and you hear the hollow click of the hammer pen striking against nothing as you aimed
Which
it
is
down deep there.
which is probably for the best because even if best case scenario it went off and it killed the cult leader or whatever, um, that's just going to put them on high alert. So yeah, best to approach this with a more subtle touch.
Hmm. That, and assuming this is just like some sort of scrying, eh, the bullet wouldn't be able to travel through that. There'd have to be like a teleportation or something like that.
Dude, how cool would that be though?
Oh yeah, it would be really useful. But unfortunately, that's reserved for a very specific magic item that, well, you may not never really encounter. That being said,
Yeah.
yep, go ahead.
All right. All right. So that was cool and all. Did it seem to excuse me? Did it seem to have any lasting effect on the rifle itself?
At the moment, well, for one, you notice some engravings across the front and back sight post that were not there. The front sight post now has this little golden sort of line on it, and the back post appears to have these sort of how do I put this? Sort of thorny and like slight thorn engravings across the front and back of them.
What are the new engravings say?
Uh, they're just of they're depicting like some sort of thorn or something of that sort.
A thorn, you say?
Thorns, yeah. Since it's a back post, there's two of them. One on the left, one on the right, sort of allowing you to focus on the front post to see. Yeah, this is before late anything like a holographic sites or anything like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see.
you do
I was just looking
notice.
at my D&D notes.
Oh, go sorry.
I was just looking at my D&D notes, and like some of them make no sense after this long.
Yeah, understandable.
Like visit Seven Roth. Oh yeah, that was like the seven winged angel, right?
Yeah.
Which frankly is three more than any reasonable person needs, but
Yeah. That being said, the one thing you do notice in terms of your, your rifle hasn't changed much at all, aside from the front and back post, which I will say don't serve any purpose aside from story consistency or story sort of
Cohesion.
things, cohesion. That
yeah.
being said, you also do notice, or at least you not at the moment that you're aware of. That being said, you do notice something else, at least about yourself. How your hand is very tight. Your finger is very tight around the trigger. Your and what's the point of it then? If you had, or well, if you weren't wearing any gloves, uh, you're basically white knuckling the trigger, and the front guard just holding on to it for not exactly dear life, but like with this sort of focus you only remember from few battles.
Hmm. Now that I think about it, I should have probably asked Benor to stand guard while I did this, just in case something bad happened. Ah, well, I'm sure it won't come back to bite me.
Hmm. Yeah, sure. Probably won't. Hopefully, maybe.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Alright,
Welcome back.
like,
I just popped something in the oven, so once it's done, on cooking, I could be back in and out.
Understood.
nice.
And all right.
Uh,
Fact. Hmm?
so how much did I miss?
Oh, everything.
Not a
Uh,
The
whole
entire
lot.
campaign came to an end. I'm kidding. It's fine.
Veer just did some experiments and got ended some fancy scrying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So she's gonna be like, hey Lucius, where you at?
Lucius, being in a completely separate room, I take it you just, go to him, right?
Yeah, not even gonna bother knocking, just gonna open the door.
You visit him. Yeah, you just open the
Yeah.
door. You see him just
Yeah.
currently just bags or one bag in hand, just like trying to open it, but having some difficulties. Hi. Can you knock next time?
Yeah. No. I want to get your opinion on something.
Okay, a bit rude, but all right. Sure. What do you need?
First off, what are your thoughts on the whole thing about Saris possibly being alive?
I would have to say, at best, it's some sort of tactic to make you. It's some sort of attempt to make you slip up. Look, I saw what happened
Hmm.
to to my other allies, and judging from what you said, I've held out hope for a while. I've learned to let go of that.
Yeah, probably best. And then she tosses the rats over to him.
Oh, careful! It may be magical, but it's still a gun.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not loaded anymore. Trust me. If it
It,
was, it's not now.
oh, okay. That okay. Why are you giving me this? Why are you He's throwing it to me to begin with.
I'm going to, out of character, I'm going to explain what happened.
Oh, he says, as he sets down Wrath for a moment and pulls out Sloth, his revolver. Our weapons of sin, they have a few unmentioned things. As you know, they're named after contextually 7, sins. That one wrath, this one sloth. At times when you really shouldn't have, but if you introduce a particularly powerful diabolical object to a sin firearm, it focuses in on that's the aspect of sin that it represents that you would be more, well, guilty of. For you, I guess it makes sense. That man, if I could even call him that, being your object of hatred. In my case, when I messed around with a broken holy symbol while wielding sloth, it just resulted in me seeing some people I'd rather avoid. I don't know, fear just as he sort of just makes like a tire, just says sort of tiredly.
Right, makes sense.
And you you think this is her? Are you sure this isn't just some? I doubt. No, wrath, fire, sins are very particular with what they show. They don't show tricks. But are you sure you're not being misled?
Not, I mean, I'm here. That's kind of why I'm here. One of those things.
You're right. What I mean is, are you sure this isn't some sort of? Are you sure that this isn't what you're hoping? Are you sure this is what you're hoping for, and not what
If
you
I,
hope you're hoping for?
if it, if if I was sure, I'd already be gone.
You're right. Here, as he sort of hands you back Roth. And
So,
next time, even if it's not loaded, just make sure that just don't throw it around too much. You might at the very least break. Well, actually, no. You might. Things might happen. Things might happen. I don't know
alright,
what, but yeah, it's probably paranoia.
fair. Anything more about it that I should know about that you've been keeping?
Uh, I mean, have you been visited by any celestial bodies or astral projections of gods as of recent?
You?
Okay. Well, if any of them are in your presence, wrath may not be wieldable for the duration. If you're being friendly with them, at least the next time you meet them.
Oh, you mean like in person, not like in dreams? Gotcha.
Well, both. It the, s- the, f- the, f- the sins are very odd weapons. We don't exactly. I don't. It's not exact science, and anyone who used to wield them, died, and they have very long and well, dark history. a lot of which has been buried, so.
Noted.
Just.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so how was it that you awakened Sloth?
Sloth?
Yeah.
Sort of looks at it again, sort of rotating the cylinder. Honestly, it's a bit of a weird one. Your sister and a few of my colleagues were fighting off some very dangerous cultists wielding certain demonic incantations. I was knocked out for a while, and when I woke up and found myself in front of a demon and found myself shooting out of panic, well, up to you imagine my surprise when I tried to run away and they were moving as if they were swinging through amber.
Hmm. Alright. I gotta figure out how to awaken Wrath, because if we're gonna confront these guys, then we're gonna need all the firepower we can get.
Yeah.
You know what? Think anyone around here has like a scroll of legend lore?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Think anyone around here has a scroll of has a scroll of legends lore?
I mean, it's a relatively well-established town. I know for a fact the Asmodean clergy would be happy to do so in exchange for something or other. But uh, in terms of any other type of, well, arcane mage, I might be able to. I just need to make certain preparations. The sacrifices I'll need to make are particular.
Sacrifices?
Yes. Um, I serve the orc. I'm a warlock of the oracles, as you know, and well, fate itself. Depending on the object, has particular things that will need to be present, and more often than not, they are consumed in the process. Though they're usually things like a piece of a page from a book, a candle wick, or a drop of blood. It varies from item to item or person to person. Of course, as well as
Hmm.
the other things involved with legend lore. The incense and the ivory strips. For something
Right.
like this, I'm thinking I might need some black powder, which I can easily get. But it's the other things I'll need to take some time with. In the meantime, I'll be sure to stay here. Your compatriots, your compatriots may need aid of you yet. You might want to give them this information.
Will do.
Oh, and
I I just wish the group didn't keep changing every so often.
yes, well, y'all have hopes and wants.
Don't know
I,
what I'm gonna do if yet. Don't know what I'm gonna do if someone else leaves and then another new person joins.
well, life is funny
Fetch a
like
dragon
that.
boy.
Sorry. I'm trying my best to like keep up with like information while also trying to make sure I pay attention to my dinner.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's kind of tough with this game.
Yeah, it is. It's when I was working with your sister, we went through a lot of colleagues before we managed to settle on the other two. And
Out
even
of
then,
character.
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
And even then, well, I was very apprehensive about it. But one thing that stayed constant are the li- are the relationships you have kept, the ones that have stood through trials and tribulation. I mean, you seem to be particularly chummy with, well, me. I'd be happy to be the shoulder you lean on for the time being if you want. I know you were more close with Hajime, but seeing as her parents decided to involve themselves with her dealings and basically took her away, I'm sure you might be able to find someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner.
Yes, I am too. Then again, with how child labor laws are nowadays, I'm not entirely surprised.
Yeah,
But my current opinions of laws and politics aside, just make sure, focus on what comes next. People come and go, memories fade and shift, but a goal, no matter how simple, can anchor you quite well.
quite out of character when you said when I was my my brain immediately started autofilling it with a young boy. My father took me into the city.
Oh God, no, please don't.
I'm gonna leave you all.
That's not something I needed to hear, but okay. Regardless, he sort of. Is there anything else you'd like to converse with him about?
Um, no. I'd like to run some more experiments, but like I mean, the chain is still attached. I'm kind of wondering if there's if the power of the chain has added itself to the power of the weapon. But um, I need to take a
I'll.
break.
Yeah, I will
Hmm?
let you know that. I'll just immediately let you know it's partially aesthetic. It's also partially, you know, mechanical. It does function as a sling, so you can stow it away a bit easier. It's basically as a bonus action you can switch weapons, but as if it were like
Make
a part.
make it kind of awkward if I have to end up attaching another chain to it.
Yeah. Also mechanically, it's also in terms of anything further beside it, being a weapon part, and nothing much else. I mean, it looks cool.
That's true.
Hmm. All right. And
I'm going to drink some tea and read a book.
understood. Meanwhile,
Maybe a
Gallifrey.
hot toddy.
Okay. Meanwhile, Gallifrey.
Geoffrey, waking up from a decent nap, goes out and checks his surroundings.
All right.
Checks to see if there's people loitering like places they shouldn't be, you know?
Hmm.
And since I got the red bar of death, I'm gonna physically roll. That is a 19. Can you check my thing?
All right. Let me pull it up here. For Gallifrey. For perception, what are you trying to do? Like look, so you said look around, so I guess
Pretty
okay.
much looking for anything out of the ordinary.
All right, perception. Um, I
Or
mean,
loitering where they shouldn't, you know.
yeah, keeping guard or keeping watch. At the moment, not really. I mean, aside from like the occasional, uh, like vagabond asking for copper, nothing much else.
Stretches his chin to the vagabond and just goes, here, as he puts down a platinum piece. I
Are
need
you
to.
are you sure you want to
What?
do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, look, give me a moment. Pull up something.
Like pretty much he just reached into his pocket and just put the coin in his hand. He didn't even fucking feel it.
Hmm. Dragon, you're saying?
Oh, I was just saying I'm back.
Oh,
All
I
right.
shouldn't be away anything for anything long now.
yeah. Oh, but yeah, you, yeah, okay. So as you do that, oh boy, that's a high number. As you do that, and the guy, thanks you and goes on his merry way. You see 10 other vagabonds, uh, approach you begging for coinage.
Let's face it. At this point, we have so much money. I'm sorry, I don't really keep track of it anymore.
You might want to.
Yeah, it's a
Or,
good idea.
yeah.
You never know.
But he each gives them a platinum piece each.
Are you sure?
You know what? Make it a gold piece.
Okay. All right. Well, they do take the money that you've given them, and
Way
Jesus Christ,
happily.
a guard has to intervene, as looks like an entire herd of vagabonds approach. Basically saying, you might want to keep your money to yourself. Uh, people who, the vagabonds and beggars, it's true on their own hard times, but you're very likely to cause more harm than good, especially when others have something that they don't.
By the way, I have a question. He takes off the very thing that has been annoying him this entire time. The fucking blunderbuss.
Hmm?
You know
Uh,
anyone who would want to buy this off of me?
um, I guess the local gun dealer might be interested. Sort of looks around confused.
Sorry, I've had this for a while and it is starting to annoy me.
Understand. As he sort of looks at your, oh, sorry, one moment. Sorry, my puppy is being a very cranky girl.
She is
That,
expressing her emotions like a good pupper.
yeah, she is. Better up than it.
Yes. And she was guarding your house.
Well, she thinks she is. She's barking at the TV, but as from what I was able to see. But that's neither here nor there. He so he sort of Where the fuck
They're
was I?
probably a politician.
So where was I again?
You're talking
Right.
about where you could sell the gun.
Oh yeah, he points you to the direction of an arms dealer, who's firearms and such, blades, and as you mentioned that it's kind of been annoying you. He sort of looks up and down at your physique and says, "I can understand you're probably more comfortable with a blade and or hammer."
Or my bare hands.
Yes. Yeah. So he gives you the directions. All while, all while telling, pushing off some of the vagabonds and beggars, telling them to look, he's stop bothering the guy, and and while at the same time, or it appears to be like telling his colleagues to keep an eye on the ones that you gave money to, make sure they're not bothered by anyone, by any other vagabonds or people.
He heads over to the gun shop.
Hmm. All right. Let me just pull up something. So, we'll just make this quick, relatively speaking. Let's see here. For the blunderbuss. Okay, they are willing to buy it off your hands for 190 gold pieces, or not 190, 160 gold pieces.
I would also like to look around the shop to see if, like, he's noticed Vera's gun. He's noticed what's his face's gun. Does he see anything like that?
Around here.
Like in the gun shop?
Roll investigation.
Of course, my dumbass forgets to bring out the character sheet. Why are you being slow? There you are. Everyone, wish me luck. As my thing loads in.
It's kind of luck.
Good luck, hopefully. Oh god, sorry, headache.
Yeet.
Natural one.
I would like to use my one free reroll.
Sure. Oh yeah. Just for ruling. Dragon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. One rule we have in this table. Once per session, you get a free reroll on a skill, attack, or damage roll. Basically, anything that would require a dice check. It's more often than not used on skill or attack rolls because yeah, and the rules in effect because, I mean, there's always that one situation where dice are just being ass. So
Yeah.
giving the free reroll once per session, works in that way to at least alleviate those days.
Yeah.
And of course, he'll like talk about it to the gun shop owner, like, "Hey, I've noticed some people carrying these very unique guns," and he'll describe, like, give a vague description of it.
He sort of looks at you for a moment. This human fellow, beard, fine fine mustache, uh, bald head, and bald head. He's sort of and he's sort of coming through. He asks if, noticing you're particularly more muscle bound. Uh, he asks if you find yourself in particularly close encounters.
Yes, but sometimes it's a better idea to attack them before they get close to you.
Oh, Well, he pulls out what appears to be a pink wooded. Uh, and when I say pink, I don't mean like bright pink. I mean like a lightish red, uh, sort of pink, I guess. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry, I have a bit of a headache.
It it's a equivalent of like an oak stained pink, where it's like it looks more
Yeah,
red than it does pink.
yeah, an oak stained pink. Musket. With what appears to be a not a fixed but installed bayonet. Not exactly traditionally. The the way the bayonet is attached is out of character. Basically, like a barrel shroud. It looks like a spear head with a hole at the end. As he basically says, "I have this thing from an old sailor friend. Repurposed it from an old hook, old how do you say, uh, uh, hook gun? Yes, for fishing, particularly large beasts."
Hmm.
Said this one was lucky.
So he picks it up and he tries to get a feel for it, you know?
Yeah. First thing you notice, the front of it is heavy, but for you, it's not a issue.
Do you know what's the deal with the pink?
Oh, he got a very good deal on some Chicago wood.
Hmm.
Uh, Said he liked it. A very bright and strong color for a bright and strong man when he had it. He sold it to me because, well, he didn't have much need for it anymore. Time has its detriments in that sense.
As he puts the 160, like, it was 160 gold forward, right?
It was 160 gold for your blunderbuss.
Like, alright, do you mind, putting this forward onto, like, whatever price is on this?
Oh, sure. In that case, for this, it'll run you down about 50 gold.
And he, grabs it and, hands it over.
Pleasure to you.
I heard my grandkids are a fan of these things, and I thought, why not? You know,
Muskets, yes, they're popular with the younger folk.
I don't understand it myself. I'd rather use my axe, but or my hammer, but
I'm more of a bowman. Sorry, one moment. I gotta take care of something real quick.
bows take talent. I will give you that. Like, I respect anyone. Like, how much was it, by the way?
It's excluding the 160, excluding the 160, the 160 from your blunderbuss. It's only 50 gold. After that, he'll add in an extra small packet of
Ammunition.
bullets
Yeah.
of musket balls for this. Yeah, for this purchase, he'll give you a packet of 10 musket balls with associated black powder and primer and the such.
And he'll take it. Like, thank you. As he just hands over the 50 gold.
Yeah. Eventually, is there anything else you would like to do?
He's he's going to do another quick look around. As you also send me stats.
Yeah, here's the thing. It also acts as a spear when you use it in melee. So,
Double eights.
yeah, when you're wielding in two hands. though you can wield it one-handed wise.
All right.
I'm assuming with that 8, he doesn't spot anything else to notice.
Yeah, nothing of particular value. Like, there's a sale for what appears to be some sort of two-shot, like real two-shot flintlock, but it's like puny, absolutely tiny. You really like if you already have Wrath, you could probably give it. You'd probably buy that because it would make sense considering how small she is. But I mean, it's just so small. It's so tiny.
Can I get 2 cleaning kits, please?
Sure. He throws that in with the base thing.
Thank you.
I thought I heard ask for kids' toys. Like
It
it's like a
looks
fucking McDonald's meal asking for the kids' toy.
Yeah, and how much for the Happy Meal?
Jesus Christ.
God damn. Alright. If you're done.
Well,
Yeah, he's gonna start heading back
Thank you.
with this on his back.
yeah. Eventually, the day passes, and
Well,
you hear some. Eventually, the day passes, and as morning comes, nothing
Eddie?
differently.
You cut out there for a moment for me.
Hello.
Yeah, you cut out for like a slight moment.
Yeah.
It was like
As morning,
I
as the day passes and
Eddie.
morning comes, morning, it's relatively peaceful. That is until you start hearing bells.
Auntie, I was gonna ask before you kind of arrested the day. I wanted to do a little bit of shopping.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was like trying to make that prevalent. I was like, Auntie,
Yeah, sorry.
you kind of rushed.
There's something else I wanted to do as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, I did want to buy better brewing supplies just for seeing if I could find some magically plus ones. And see what I can do about, like, maybe finding some gunpowder first. Because the idea of gunpowder whiskey sounds really good.
I'm sorry, what?
Someone gave me an idea of, like, include gunpowder into alcohol. I don't know who, I just remember making that note.
I blame Jacob.
Fun fact, I actually thought gunpowder green tea actually had gunpowder mixed into it.
Okay.
Huh.
Alright, so what would I need to roll to see if I can find someone that sells better brewing supplies, essentially? For the first, Eddie.
Sorry, I need to clear up my nose for a quick moment. I didn't want you to,
Okay.
hurt you guys with that noise.
Yeah, gotcha. Alright.
I'm zonking out, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your like, so what do I need to...
Alex,
Yeah.
what would Norlai like to procure?
Alright, better brewing supplies for the third time for me saying this.
Okay, better brewing supplies. Make for me an investigation check.
Oh, well, here I go with my +1. 14.
13. Okay, so you look around, shop around. It's not much until you find one thing. A sort of. So you know how in brewing, like specific, like alcohols and such.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm being called. Fucking god.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to bed, you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, I'm feeling a headache. I'm sorry, Dragon, for missing your first session. Yeah.
Should I just DM you what I want then?
Uh,
And you can take care of it later?
yeah, I'll PM you the prices and the such.
Okay.
I'll just finish up with Alex and Dragon. In case
Okay.
Dragon, you want to procure anything?
Hmm.
Wait, which one of us was the weaponsmith? Was it Gallifrey?
As I was trying to say, my body's just killing me right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
No,
Good night. Hey, hey, Auntie. Which one of us was the blacksmith again?
Oh, sorry. The smith. I think that was Ratchet. You can basically set down orders,
Right, right,
set
other
down an
game.
order, and he'll have it made within, at the very least, 2 days.
Okay.
At the very least, granted he's not busy. So, yeah. Dragon, is there anything you'd like for your character to procure?
Um.
You do have the starting items. Did add in the starting items for your character, right? On top
Oh
of
yeah, I got this. I got the starting items like got my starting weapons, my bard instrument, and then the other stuff. It's
and
just the
also
only things I haven't made haven't added to were like the magic items that you given me for because
starting off.
I yeah starting out because I have
You've been busy. I understand. I don't think anyone would blame you. Just yeah. Do you at least have the 5K gold?
yeah have that added to my inventory.
Okay. Well, is there anything you'd like to procure, like for your potion smithing, or
Um, I guess whatever ingredients that will allow me to make some healing potions.
all right? Roll for me an investigation.
All right, investigation.
Not your first roll of the game.
Well, technically not my first roll because I rolled my dice for the
Well, first skill roll for your
ah
character. Sorry, I should have rephrased that. Natural 20 for total 24. So, bad news is that there is no bad news, which means there's probably going to be bad news in the future. But the good news is you do find something. There appears to be a sale on on some sort of raw material by the name of gorilla squid meat.
hmm
Uh, Basically, just to make it quick for you, uh, octopi that naturally have some sort of moss growing on them that are native to Erether. That once they're killed or they die of old age, the moss basically almost immediately cause their body to decompose, and the moss takes its place, resulting in a very fibrous, quote unquote, meat. It's really just herbs and or not herbs. It's just moss. It's got the texture of meat. It's just moss. You
It's
find
basically
that,
like
hmm
vegan bacon.
yeah, basically the equivalent of vegan bacon, except in this case it's very potent in absorbing alcohol in your system. Like
Or,
bread
or, or Canadian ham. Or
or
Canadian
Canadian.
bacon, I mean.
Yeah, that too. That being said, as you look at it and you sort of look through its properties that's been used for as of recent, the one thing you notice is how do I put this? Making certain potions. How do I put this? Not heal all of it immediately, but over time. So if you were to purchase, so it's going to be five gold pieces for a bundle of 10 gorilla octopus meat.
All right, I've returned. Sorry about that. My dad was calling me for dinner.
You're good. You're good. So it's going to be 5 gold pieces for 10 pounds of gorilla octopus meat, which will allow you to, instead of healing all at once, for a number of rounds equal to the total amount healed, they'll heal for 1 hit point. So if somebody is bleeding out for a while, at the very least they'll be stabilizing a lot more. They'll be stabilizing a bit more frequently.
Yeah, I think I guess I'll spend 5 gold for that.
All right. I will say per pound you can use, or per half pound you can use to apply to 1 potion. We can go
Right, so
for. Oh, sorry.
so so it'll be like 10 pound of of gorilla octopus meat. You say was
Yes. Quote unquote meat.
and I think I did that right.
Yeah.
All right. Um. Hmm. I'm not exactly sure what else I want to get at this moment because I just started off and I'm kind of just trying to need to get my bearings about current stuff.
Fair enough. If you need more time to think,
Yeah.
like,
Actually, yeah,
Uh,
fair. Well, I think it's safe.
Also, I mean, I was given like several magic items that could use that for my equipment.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing is like picking whatever magical items you're picking. It's like you probably want to pick those first before you start spending your GP that you're given to
Yeah.
start.
So, yeah, in that case, I think it's a safe place to end it here.
Oh,
DM me
eh,
when. Yeah.
I was about to say like Andy, what about the investigation I was doing from Brewing
Oh,
Surprise?
right. Sorry. I am
What?
so sorry about that. Oh, God. Sorry. My brain, the headache.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
think
was
it's my
like,
allergies being a pain.
yeah, that's why I was trying to get you to focus. Just tell me whether I found someone or not. Don't go into great
Yeah, yeah,
details.
yeah. I got it. Let's see here. Where did you go? Yes. So you find a not exactly a distiller, but a quote unquote purifier. It's what the local salesman is pitching it as. Basically, it doesn't enhance the potency of the alcohol. It sort of augments the how long it will last, while at the same time allowing you to give it a different aftertaste, depending on what you use. What like if you decide to use berries or anything like that to filter out your alcohol with. I mean, you do have a filtration system, but this is something that will also allow you to augment them further.
Okay, how much is
It's a very minor benefit on top of flavor.
okay? So, what will this actually do in the terms of like whenever I craft alcohols? Like,
Yes, I will say this can also work with potions, though you'll have to do a little bit of finagling with that, but it's still doable. This is for this piece of equipment. It is 500 gold pieces.
500 gold pieces.
Yeah, for basically the for the augmented filtration system, uh, as well as a let's see here. Yeah, and as well as the attached filtrations and the attached filters and instructions on how to use it.
Okay, so in the terms of roles, what effect would it have on it if I was to buy this?
So, if you were to add a another ingredient through the filtration system, you'd be making another another brewer's tools check to see if you're able to gain the benefits of that effect based off of the item or based off the ingredient you put in. So say you were to put in uh, for example, holy water. It would give it a bit of a water down the taste a little bit if it's particularly uh,
Yeah, I get you, but
focused beverage,
yeah.
but it'll also allow you to heal them for a little bit, not a lot, like equal to your proficiency modifier, not a lot, but a little bit, or act as holy water.
All right, so it's a better way of of essentially combining different ingredients, be able to add additional effects into things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, with that 500 gold, you said.
Yes, and I will say for something like this, it will weigh about 7 pounds.
7 pounds. All right.
It's not particularly it's not particularly heavy. It's not particularly big. It's relatively simple, but useful contraption.
All right. Oh, my brain can spell purifier. God damn it.
Filter. Let's see here.
Thank you.
There you go. No problem.
Okay. So, okay, I spotted a purifier. I managed to buy that. Anything else in the realms of like brewer supplies, like whether it be just straight up magically blessed or magically enhanced?
Well, there are some ingredients here you might have some interest in.
Okay.
Some crystal apples are currently for sale, quote unquote crystal apples. They're just it's just apples that are frozen and encased in ice.
Okay.
Let's see here, about 5 silver pieces for 5 apples. For 5 apples, so a silver piece per apple.
Hmm. Tempting, but I can get the same cold or chilling effect with mint, which I have with the mint mushrooms.
Yeah, it's just that it also it's I don't know if I remember. I don't know if you remember, but the crystal apples also have the beneficial effect of if you want to use them in fermentation, uh, and you also want to keep a consistently cool temperature. The crystal apples will allow you to do that without having to put it in any environment while you're brewing it. Basically, it'll passively cool the drink while it's fermenting.
Hmm. All right, 5 silver a piece for these
5 silver for 5, so 1 silver piece per apple.
Okay. So one. Okay, so 1 silver piece per apple. Okay. What? Okay. I'm not able to add as ice apples. I'll put down a gold piece just so I can have 10.
All right, understood.
All right. If they don't have better brewer supplies, well, I'll give one other look around or ask around if they have like like better brew supplies, whether in the terms of like just straight up better, magically bettered, or magically enhanced, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not at the moment. I mean,
Surprising.
it's. I mean, Smubna, they rely on more traditional methods, and they tend to vary greatly. The really well-known brewers in Erether, they combine aspects of a lot of villages' alcohol creation methods, or fermentation methods, and sort of create a fusion of it that makes, which is what making it far more potent.
All right. All right. And till then, I'll see if I can find a shop that sells gunpowder, because again, the idea of gun gunpowder as an ingredient for alcohol is just
Okay, I'm going to regret this, probably. So I could
who
think of
knows
it as
what'll
some
happen.
sort of trick or flabbergastery.
Or who knows, it'll turn out to be freaking like Caliber's favorite drink, and she'll finally leave us alone. Who knows? All right, so do I have to roll another investigation to see if I can find gunpowder?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Hey, 16.
Okay, so I have good news. You do find it. It's about, let's see here. Find some gunpowder, some fully loaded gunpowder horns, uh, as well as a gunpowder keg for sale. But that one's gonna be, how do I put this? They're not selling the gunpowder keg exactly. They're just selling its contents for, like, if you have your own gunpowder horn. For basically like a refill.
Yeah. All right. So
What
how much? Yeah. Yeah.
for one gunpowder horn? It'll run you down 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces for one gunpowder horn. Okay.
Yeah, it does. Well, the gunpowder horn, if as per the item description, can allow you to create a 10-foot line, and create some explosions.
All right. I will buy 5, so I'll put down 50 gold or 5 platinum.
All right, easily done.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll put down the gunpowder horns. Okay.
All right, and with that, is there anything else?
What else do? Good on healing. Good on that. I believe that's everything I wanted to buy. Everything like I'll have to get my eye out for better brewing supplies.
All right. All right. And I think that's a good place to end it, as next day comes, and after after a few hours, after into the day, like at 9 a.m., bells ring out, and let's see what
That's not a
happens.
few hours into the day. That is barely the day.
Well, I mean,
Well, here's the
it
thing.
is.
This is
It,
medieval times where you wake up at 6.
yeah.
That's true.
Well, not medieval. It's more Victorian, but still applies to
Yeah,
us.
it still applies because it's still like it's transitioning from medieval to Victorian still currently. Alarm clocks haven't been
Yeah.
invented quite yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about this session being a bit short, Dragon.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
Life.
I did kind of like I did kind of mess up by not knowing about certain features of O20 in order to properly level up my character, having to like
Okay.
try to like make
First
adjust.
and foremost, stop being hard on yourself. You're fine.
Yeah, like it's honestly
These
one of
things
those. But like you're still relatively new to World 20. There's no harm in asking for other fellow players to be like, "Hey, do you know how to work this thing?"
Yeah, and if you never, and at the very least, now you know, or more aware that, hey,
Yeah.
your fellow players are more than willing to help you with, learning the ropes of Roll20.